Hey you guys! So I just made this cool thank you card for my mom, and I love it because it's kind of kitcheny and girly and retro, but the coolest part obviously is the pop-up, which looks tough, but it is easy to do. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and I want to show you the cool paper that I used. I used Nana's Kitchen by DCWV. You can check that out at pumpkincartcrafts.com. It's awesome because it's pastel-y and retro, and it all coordinates, so no matter how you match it up, it looks cool. And for the cardstock, I used AC Cardstock Winter because this baby blue coordinated with the papers that I picked out. So you can see both of those at pumpkincartcrafts.com and watch me put this together. Okay, so I've got all my pieces here, and this is the A6 sized card. You can also make this in 4 other sizes, but I did A6. So first I'm going to take the card base, which is the cutest little pattern from Nana's Kitchen, and usually I would score something with my scoring tool, but I want to be sure that this is exactly folded in half, so I'm really kind of squeezing it to make sure that it's perfectly lined up, and then I'm going to press down. Oh, see, it kind of slid a little bit, and it's not good because I really want it to be folded in half. So it's kind of a messy fold. I'm going to grab my bone folder, and if you don't have one, you could just use like maybe a pen or something. These are only about $6, full price at Michael's. Okay, so I have that folded in half, and let's take our pop-up part now. We'll do the front later. Let's see our pop-up part. I'm going to grab my scoring tool here, and first I'm going to score it all the way through right in the middle. Now I'm just going to line it up with, I see a little line here and a little line here. I want that to be right over the middle of the scoring. So I'll do that. Okay. And then I'm going to just manually fold like this. So the middle part, the back part folds out, and the middle part folds forward. So we've got that. And now we want to keep this flat here if possible, while folding the letters forward. So I'm just going to gently kind of train those forward. Doesn't have to be a real hard crease, just kind of give that paper the idea of where you want it to go. And I'll do that same thing on the bottom. And I have my X-Acto knife handy just in case there's a piece that needs to be cut a little further in, which sometimes happens if your machine just doesn't want to cut it all the way to the bottom. But this worked just fine. And now this is ready to go inside my card base, like so. So I'm just going to glue that in with my handy dandy glue, which I am now kind of storing upside down to make it a little easier on myself. Thanks to you guys who shared that tip. So I don't want to put any glue on the letters. I just want to put glue around on the flat parts. And you can tell it's not very scientific here, just slathering it all over the place. And just position that in the middle, push it down. And with this light colored paper like this, I definitely want to make sure my hands are nice and clean, because if I've got just a little bit of oil on my fingers, I've noticed sometimes it'll leave a little fingerprint or something, which is not so cute when you give it to someone, but you live. Okay, so there we go. Now let's do the front. And you know, before I tied this down, I could have added a ribbon like I did on this other one. This is the A2 size card, but before I glued it down, I put this cute ribbon here. So whatever. All right, I'm gonna take my strip from the front, which is also Nana's Kitchen, and now I could put it all the way to the side, or I could put it on the other side. I like it right here, but first I am going to take my color box inks that I have, and I think this darker blue is going to be nice, just a subtle touch around this piece. And that looks good. And I think I'll do the same thing around this guy. All the way around the edges. Technically it doesn't coordinate scientifically perfectly, but good enough that it looks cute to me. And then I'm also going to take my brown ink and just rub it, not so messy, just a little bit on the very edge. Just a little combo that looks nice, I think. So there we go. Just gently and neatly on the very edge. There we have it. Okay. So let's glue this down. And like I said, the nice thing about this paper is that it's so easy to find two cute designs that will look great together for the front. And then it's just a matter of finding coordinating cardstock for the middle and for the flower. I think it's a good idea to do the middle of the card first and then the front of the card, but that way when you're trying to fold it perfectly you don't have anything in your way. But I don't think it really matters. So now I'm going to take these and I'm just going to cup these petals a little bit. You could leave it flat too, but I just feel like doing this. For my other one, I actually took a little tool and I went like this on each petal to sort of flip them up. But I'm doing something different here. Now I will take my glue and just put it around the circle. There we go. And now for the middle of the flower, I'm going to take these cute American Crafts fabric covered brads, and pretty much any of these colors are going to look cute in the middle, but I'm feeling pink, so I'm going to do pink. Well, actually yellow, because I think pink might be too overwhelming on the flower. So I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and just punch a little slit from a brad. Put that guy in there. Fold it open. And just put him right there. There we go. And hopefully this glue will hold. I don't have my pop dots handy. If it falls off, I might have to change to a pop dot, but there we go. All right, so that's the card. Now, I also have my envelope, and I'm sure most of you guys already know how to fold the envelope, but just in case, here's my envelope shape, and I'm right where there's a corner. I line up the two corners, and that's where I score. And if you don't have a scoring tool, these are pretty inexpensive at the craft store. It's worth it because it really helps you fold. And I'm just lining up the corners all the way around. There we go. And makes it nice and easy to fold. Take my bone folder to really smush it down. And you know, either way, this could be the top or this could be the top, just depending on how you feel looks nice. I'm going to go with the longer side being the top. So I will put glue, around the bottom. And just hold that in place. And there we go. So now once you put your card inside, I like to just put a tiny little dot of glue there to hold it closed. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching.